Hey and hello there everyone, welcome back to the Strike Streams, and happy Friday everyone. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend and are enjoying the early beginnings of it so far, unless you're like still at work, in which case thanks for sneaking me into your work. So I hope you guys are all doing well. Stay tuned, just because I think I am going to do like extra streams and stuff this weekend, beginning with an extra one tonight. Normally I only do one like in the afternoon on weekdays, but I might do one, I'm going to do one tonight, and then tomorrow we'll do the typical like 11 till 3ish kind of type thing. But then on Sunday I might do like a few hours or whatever, and then Monday I might do a load of hours as well. But we'll get into that later once a few more people are here and settled and all that lovely stuff, and if I don't hiccup during the middle of me talking. Skywatcher, you had a Frosty. What kind of Frosty? Let me know. No worries, Xander. Thank you very much. So let's say hi to everyone, and then we'll get into the game, and then we'll get into other streams and all that lovely stuff. But today I am going to do 2 streams. So I'm going to be doing like 2 hours now, and then I'll take like a 2-hour break, and then I'll be back for 2 hours. 2 hours later. You know what I'm saying. So, chocolate, excellent choice. Okay, so Skywatcher hi, and Xander hi, and Kieran hi, and Kevin hi, and Onlera hi, and Lexi hi, and I can't remember if I just said Kieran or not, so Kieran hi, and Zam hi, and then Lexi hi if I didn't say hi to Lexi and I've already got lost. But if I haven't said hi to anyone, then you know, say hi and I'll say hi back to you. But we'll hop into the game and get into the raids, and then we'll do all that lovely stuff. Yeah, so, but one thing, just because I will do 2 streams today, I'm gonna keep the list of people on the spreadsheet, like, to carry over for both streams. So basically what that means is, say if like someone, like person A, does 1 Dynamax adventure with me now, and then they do 1 during the second stream later on, and then person B only comes along during the second stream later tonight, and they do 1 Dynamax adventure. Say if like at the end of the second stream, it's like, okay, we're gonna do 1 final Dynamax adventure. Who is around and available and would like to do it? And it's like, you know, in terms of that second stream, person A and person B would have each done 1 Dynamax adventure, but person A would have done 2 Dynamax adventures in total today. So I'm gonna kind of like combine both these streams in terms of how many times you've done Dynamax adventures, so just keep that in mind. And yeah. Okay, so So, right, let's do... Sorry, but I'm a voice actor. I'm currently on strike. I can't play I can't perform video games, but I can play them with you. Let's move on through that. I forgot all that stuff. You guys know that. And we're actually going to talk about AI and video games and stuff later on. I do have a note in my list of things that I can talk about. That I will talk about that. But, okay, so if you're here and if you're watching, there are a couple of things I need you to do. Number 1, like the video. Please give it a thumbs up, click it, tap it, whatever you're on, mobile, computer. But hitting that little thumbs up button does just help out tremendously. I forgot to check. Oh, let me just very quickly check. How many subscribers? Oh, we're 2 subscribers away from 2,700. Before the stream, I did a post saying that I was like 5 away, and so we've gained 3. We need 2 more subscribers. If you have a friend, get them to subscribe. Also, I really need to hydrate today because I ate salty food and it's like over 100 degrees here. Okay. Anyway, so we're like 2 subscribers away. So like and subscribe. But also though, If you are here and you're in chat and you would like to play multiplayer Dynamax Adventures with me, I know that you probably all know how this goes, but just in case there is anyone new who wants to play along with, please make sure that you have your Switch with Pokémon Sword and Shield and the DLC expansion pass, and you have to have the Dynamax Adventures unlocked with the Suicune tutorial completed, okay? So you have to be at the Dynamax Adventures in the Crown Tundra and have done the Suicune tutorial, and you have to have an active Nintendo Switch online subscription so you can actually play online with other people. And just finally, please do ensure you are watching the video live. If you hover on the video or just tap it or click it once in the middle, depending on what device you're on, there in the bottom left hand corner will be either a red circle or a grey circle. You'll see a red circle with the word live, or you'll see a grey circle with like some kind of negative number. The negative number will show how many minutes or seconds or hours you are behind. If you're hours behind, I don't know how that happened, but you might be a few minutes behind if you like went to the toilet and paused the video or something like that. So please do make sure you're watching the video live. So if you meet all of those conditions, and you would like to play along with, I know you guys know this by now, but please, in capital letters, now write strike. If you did it earlier on, I do not count that. I'm sorry. I need to be able to see it right here in front of me, right here, right now. So there we go. Okay. And then as well, I forgot to say my thing. If there are any legendaries that you vehemently don't need, or you already have a shiny or whatever, I mean, don't get too particular with it, but I'm just saying, if you already have a shiny of one of these Pokemon from the Dynamax Adventures, it's pointless you doing a raid for that legendary Pokemon. So for example, there's no point in Kevin doing a Heatran raid because Kevin got shiny Heatran on stream. Play with Bovio Games and you get more shinies. We've had 2 legendary shinies from chat so far. In the month I've been doing this, we've had 2 shiny legendary Pokemon from chat. Isn't that incredible? But yeah. Zam, you're just here to cheer today. Well, thank you. That's very kind. Thank you for just still being supportive. I really appreciate that. Kevin, you should only be here for an hour. Okay, so Kevin, we will definitely get you in on the first one, my friend. And then, yeah. And Skywatcher can't do Team 1, so that's fine. This all works out, honestly. The order in which people have posted sounds about right. So let's go on to our spread of the sheets. And then let's just make that a little bit bigger so I can actually see what's going on. So we've got Kevin. Hang on. Our list is getting so big. It kind of would be helpful if I could maybe just like type these a bit, because I think that would almost be faster than me having to scroll every time. Like if I only had to type in like the first couple of letters, that would be like the way easier thing to do, but I don't know if that's feasible or possible or easier on mobile. So we've got Kevin, Kieran, Onlara, Skywatcher, and Tenchi. Now, Onlara, you prefer Heatran? Are you okay with Dialga, or would you rather be on Team 2 for Heatran? Let me know, because, forgive me, again, please do forgive me that I can't always remember these things. Please do remember that there are a lot of you guys. I'm just going to do a very quick count here, hang on. Will this say how many cells? It probably doesn't say how many cells, but like 64. We've had like, I've got about 40, I've got like, yeah, our list of people is about 40 people big, of like people who have played with us or said they could play with us or have tried to play with us. So yeah. Yeah, unless Tenchi would prefer Dialga. If Tenchi would prefer Dialga, that's the other factor as well. So Skywatcher's definitely Team 2. Yeah, Tenchi, if you have a preference between Dialga and Heatran, like if you're like, because I think you have said you already have Heatran, but I don't know if you already have Dialga, so let me know. Okay, Onlara, Skywatcher, and then Tenchi. And I think that was everyone who said strike. I think we just had 5 to begin with. So there was Kevin, Kieran, Onlara, Skywatcher, but for Team 2, Tenchi, and then that was okay. Tenchi would prefer Team 2. Okay, well, okay. If you don't mind being on Team 1 on Lara, that would be cool and I appreciate it. Plus, you'll probably get to do the wild card. So yeah, you know. Okay. So and we are doing 2 streams today. So if you are around later, like you will get other opportunities as well. Maybe you can be on team 2 for that one. Okay. So so let's do this thing. So let's just do this in the order that it was written. Kevin, Kieran, and Onlera for team 1, and then Skywatcher and Tenchi for team 2. Maybe Onlera can be part of team 2 anyway, for the Heatran. Right, let's see. So Kevin, Kieran, Onlera, and then Skywatcher and Tenchi for team 2. Okay, so if you're on team 1, if you're on team 2, stand by just in case. But if you're on team 1, you guys know how to do this by now. But just connect to the internet on your Ycom, press Y, and then press the plus button to connect to the internet. If you're on local, I'm now on internet because of the wide connection, and it's always done by the time that sentence finishes. You guys know how this goes by now. And then we will embark on a Dynamax adventure with the lovely lady. And if she asks if you have any preference, you will not hit Solgaleo like a ding-dong. What you will do is you will hit Anything Is Fine. I, however, will hit Dialga, not Solgaleo, but you'll hit Anything Is Fine. I'll hit Heatran. Gosh, I'm so thirsty. I had so much salt. The salt. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go... we're going to go 06090413. So that's 06090413. Invite others. If you do all that, if you connect to the internet, if you put that code on the pink page, enter that code correctly, then hit invite others, you should connect with me, and this should yield us Kevin, Kieran, and Onlera. Okay, there's Onlera. And there's Kieran. And there's Kevin. Okay, everyone was very quick. Well done. Very nicely done. This is Dialga, so ground and fighting types are the best. But if those aren't available, steel types are very good defensively, okay? I'm going to pick Sudowoodo just because, I mean, it has the ground and the fighting moves. I don't love it, but it's something. Oh, steel type. There we go, steel types. Woo. Oh, Golurk's pretty good because it's got the ground type moves. And Dugtrio is good because it's got... Okay, so basically, I definitely need to swap my Sudowoodo. Otherwise, we should be pretty good. Okay, there's a Poliwrath and a Duraludon, and then Doo-Doo-Doo-Doo. And then I didn't see what else is ahead. If you do see anything that's ahead, let me know. I am going to mainly be looking at the map, though. So, Duraludon's got, like... It's a bit less resistant, but Poliwrath is better because it's got the fighting moves, I think. And then there's a Crawdaunt... There's a Thievul, and then I don't really know what's ahead. Oh, there's like a Kadabra up on. So I think Poliwrath is the way to go, because it is a fighting type. I can't remember what fighting move Poliwrath has, although maybe it doesn't have a fighting move. I think it had something. Maybe it's Drain Punch? We'll figure it out. Cramorant, you wimped more this week than ever, so... Oh, okay. Let's see. Cramorant joined. Okay, hi. Sorry, I was busy doing all the setup stuff, so I was not looking. But I will be paying attention again in a second. I am going to... Okay, because we've actually got, like, all steel types here, I'm not going to use Sandstorm. I'm just going to use a Max Quake and hopefully... No, wait, hang on. I tell you what, I'm going to use a Max Body Press. I know this is a bit unconventional, but we do have a load of physical moves here, so we'll give that a go. Although, actually, I just realized we may be using more special moves. I'll figure it out in a sec. Okay, so Cramorant's here. So, hi. I will add you to the list. Again, if I am in the middle... I know I have said, like... if you come along, it's helpful to say strike right away, and that is still true, but also please just never hold it against me if I don't notice right away, particularly if I'm at the beginning of the stream, because at the beginning of the stream, I'm often doing, like, the first raid type stuff, but then I'm also doing, like, my introduction, I'm doing, like, raid stuff, but I'm also still doing, like, interactions and stuff like that. So where is Cramorant? Cramorant, there we go, and I'm going to put Cramorant on team number 2. There we go. Okay. I need to have some more water. Sorry, most of this stream is going to be me not talking because I'm going to just be drinking water, apparently. Okay. This time I will use a Max Quake. Quake. Ah, there we go. I do need more water than that, but it's actually a bit too cold to drink too quickly. Okay. High horsepower, nice. I know, I did kind of realize it's a bit like the Woody and Buzz moment. It's like, hang on, I just told us to go up against a water type, and water types are super effective against us. But yeah. Okay, Max Quake. But, dang it. But yeah, I agree on Lara. This team will be good for the boss. So maybe what we can do is, if I switch for this Poliwrath, provided it does have a fighting type move, if I switch for this Poliwrath, then we might be in a position where, if I switch for this Poliwrath, basically we'll probably then be in a good position for Dialga. Possible exception of Berserker, like maybe it'd be nice to get Berserker something different. It's just right now I am weak to steel moves, so I definitely do need to switch. Berserker just kind of has like the good resistances, and then we can kind of look at what's ahead, maybe switch Berserker for something if we need any other, if we do need anything else, and then we can kind of take it from there. Okay, so let's see. Oh yeah, it does have Drain Punch. Okay, yeah, I am gonna switch for this then. And then maybe we'll do like an on-Lara Berserker switch down the line. But otherwise, this team is like pretty much good to go against Dialga. So we'll see what's ahead, and we'll try and make sure we don't have... So, Crawdon is very good against all our ground types and stuff. Thievul... that is good against the Golurk, and I do need a shiny Thievul. And then Lycanroc, we kind of largely are super effective against, so we could go against the Lycanroc. It just depends. I did pick the Thievul just for the shininess, so I do apologize for that selfishness. But we do have, like, a load of fighting moves and stuff, so... And the thing is, the Lycanroc wouldn't have been helpful for us in terms of, like, a switch for the Berserker, so... Plus, I think Thievul's pretty weak. It's not really... I feel like Lycanroc offensively would be more of a threat. I don't know. Okay. But yeah, I'm just going to Drain Punch. Golurk. I don't know if Golurk has a fighting move or whatever, but this should all be good. It's fine. It's fine. Sorry, just checking my phone in case I have any notifications. Okay. Let me get my little talkie book just to check my notes. Oh, yeah. One quick thing. The other day I was, like, reading my notes and I was like, oh, I wrote a note for myself, but I don't know what it means. No, basically, and chat, you can let me know how you feel about this personally. So there was a post I saw on Threads the other day or a week or two ago, or maybe it's a few weeks ago, I don't know. But I saw a post on Threads, and basically it kind of said about, do you think that, like, shiny Pokemon have been, like, kind of cheapened? You know, well, not do you think they've been cheapened? They have been cheapened, but do you think they've been cheapened far too severely? Like, do you think that shinies are, like, so nice focus punch? Also, that was quite bold and brash, given that Golurk was the one that, like, Thievul is, like, super effective against. But well done. Okay, always catch everything. You don't have to keep them, but always catch them. But, like, so they have been cheapened, but have they been cheapened too far? Just because of, like, how easy they are to get now. Because shinies aren't just a thing you can get, they're a thing that you can, like, very super specifically aim for, and, like, in Scarlet and Violet, you can say, I want to catch a blah blah blah, and between, like, 10 and 30 minutes later, you will have that Pokemon, and it's quite wild. Like, that's how busted the, like, sandwich hunting is. In Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Okay, so let's see. So we got a is that like a Lipard? And then there's, oh, and Dusclops! We said we hadn't seen Dusclops. But, should we go for the Lipard, just because, again, it's a dark type, we can easily beat it, and behind it there are berries! There is a backpacker behind it, but I'm gonna go with the Lipard. Again, just because of our fighting moves and stuff. Dusclops could, like, give us a status or something, I think, which could also be a bit iffy. We don't really want, like, a status going into the battle, because those are hard to shrug off. Oh, let's see. Zam. Shiny is a shiny. I personally do not feel a thrill from getting shinies in, say, SV compared to randomly in Sword Shield. Exactly. That's it. That's it, isn't it? Even, like, when I, like, run around and find one in the wild in Scarlet and Violet, it's kind of less special, because generally, if I run around and I find a shiny in, Scarlet and Violet, it's probably something I already have, kind of thing. So I'm just like, oh, okay, cool, it's a thing. Like, oh, cool, like it's one of those. I've got that. It's the Nightbot 22-minute game. This is how you can tell if you're watching the video live, because it's 22 minutes past. Whoa, that did a lot of damage. Right, Metal Claw, and then. Oh, go Lurk, lost focus. But yeah, so I'm just gonna spam Drain Punch. Kevin, I also like going to catch shinies instead of trying to breed like a million babies. That's the thing. I haven't like ever done breeding for a shiny. I have hatched a shiny from an egg, but not like by aiming for it. It's just a thing that happened. But that's the thing. That seems like so great. Like my thing with shiny hunting is I don't want it to ever be sort of too tedious. And I know you could say, Bo, haven't you been playing the Dynamax Adventures like for multiple hours per day, like almost every day for a month? And it's like, yeah, but like this is like different enough to be fun, you know? It's like we play with different people, we get different Pokemon every time. Yes, they have the same movesets. Yes, we know some of these Pokemon like the back of our hand now, like, you know, it's like, oh, Marsh Stomp and Swampert, we definitely want those. Those are great. But nevertheless, like, there's enough variety in this mode. We've gotten to boss fights with, like, 1 life left, and, like, it's come down to the final turn. So don't worry, this is fine, because we are going to get our berries at the end of this, so it should be fine. So there is enough variety here for this to be interesting, and there are different... Oh! Okay, Onlara made the switch. I wasn't expecting that, I'll admit. Oh, you're swapping for Screech. Okay. Let me think. Golurk has a... Okay. Golurk should use Scorching Sands. I know it is a special move, but you can get the burn on it, and that would be helpful. But that's the thing. But that will be helpful for Dugtrio. Yeah, that will be helpful for Dugtrio and for Poliwrath. And Liput's fast enough, unless it has the Prankster ability, in which case it's like super duper fast. But Liput is fast enough such that it can get those screeches off. So I like that plan. I respect you for that. I respect that switch. But yeah, so like it's just this thing where, yeah, so this mode like has enough variety and it's fun. We have fun doing this. You know, hopefully, I hope you guys aren't getting... It might be a bit boring to watch this sometimes, and I do apologize. But if you play along, I imagine it's still quite fun to play along, even if you're someone like Kevin and Onlara who have played, you know, many times by this point. You know, the difference being Kevin somehow has gotten all the shinies and poor Onlara hasn't. But we're going to change that, Onlara. We're going to change that, okay? But anyway, Bark. But it's still just this thing. Okay, so there's the high horsepower, there's the victory screech. And then, okay, flash cannon, hanging there. Okay. So, but there's like enough variety for this to be fun. I think the Ultra Wormhole and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, that's a very fun mode. That's just a fun minigame to play again and again. But yeah, so there was this post saying about it, and basically the reason I wrote the note that I did, and I can get back more into the cheapening of shiny moves in a second, but basically, part of why I brought it up is, I think this mode is the perfect shiny hunting mode. Like, and I don't mean the most effective, but I just mean, I think the most perfect. Whoa, that screech really did its work. Dialga's getting desperate. It's resorted to generative AI voices. Oh, I'll talk about that in a bit later as well. Not just about the video games, but just about generative AI voices. But it's using Iron Tail, but it dodged, and then I'm gonna punch it in the face, or the stomach, or the chest. Oh, right in the chest. Ooh. Nice work, everyone. Very well done. Right, so stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. Get those emojis in. Wish everyone the best of luck. Yeah, very good. Nicely done on Lara. Lipard, the last minute MVP of the fight there. Or of the Dynamax Adventure, sorry, I should say. But yeah, but I think this mode is perfect. Like, at least with the shiny charm. I think the 1 in 100, but like it takes you about like 20 minutes and you get like 4 spins at the wheel. I think that is like a perfect amount of shiny hunting. I think that's like really it's like like if you get 4 people, like as I've said, if you get 4 people all together who have the shiny charm and you do 4 Dynamax adventures, it's about a 50% chance that someone gets a shiny. I think that's really good and really fun. I like the idea of 4 people getting together and like an hour and a half later, there's a 50% chance of having a shiny. I think that means they're still special. I don't think that cheapens the experience. But like, I think the fact that you kind of can have like a shiny living dex is kind of emblematic of like how easy shinies have become. And whereas like with this mode, you can't like, you can kind of aim towards a shiny, but you can't with the exception of the legendaries, you can't like flat out choose the shiny you're gonna get. So it's kind of like this nice, it's this nice kind of like balance of like, you wouldn't get loads and you wouldn't be able to get like every shiny in a mode like this, but like you could still get a few of them and they'd still feel special. And it'd be interesting, and so I think this mode is kind of about the perfect amount. I think games like Arceus and Scarlet and Violet have slightly overdone it. So yeah. Right. Let's do our patented double shiny check. If you're in Team 2, please make sure you do have your Switch on, you're connected to the internet, and you're all good to go and everything. Okay, so, and Kevin, why don't you stay around to be like a backup for like the 59-second rule for the next one, just if you're not around after it. So, okay, right, Poliwrath would be green, that's not shiny. Thievul, I don't have a shiny Thievul, but the humanity. But I also don't have a shiny Lipard. So will I get shiny Lipard? No, it's not shiny. But will I get shiny Dialga? Will I get the Minty Boy? Hey there, Minty Boy. Oh, I was meant to brush my teeth before this stream and I forgot to do that. Whoops. Okay, never mind. So no shinies there, but we will just do our quick double check. So, okay, Poliwrath, no sparkles next to the Galar logo, no sparkles next to the Galar logo for Thievul, none for Lipard, and none for Dialga. I'm gonna take, no, wait, I think I got a Poliwrath literally the other day. I'm gonna take Lipard, because it was the MVP of the Dynamax Adventure, I would say. Okay, so there we go, there's Lipard. There we go. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am very grateful for like all the different amazing shinies we've had, and I've had so much fun shiny hunting. But I do think in terms of cheapening them and stuff like that, more recent games have done that. And so I think a mode like this, in terms of like not having it be like a cheapening thing, I think a mode like this is like the perfect kind of balance. I think Ultra Wormhole is pretty good as well, but the problem is there are only like 20 Pokemon that work like that. So okay, so let's see. So Team 2, sorry, I did plug my phone in for charging reasons, because why else would you plug in a phone? Okay, so we've got Skywatcher, Tenchi, and Cramorant fans. So if you are there, and then Kevin will have you on standby just because, you know, you're going to leave after this one anyway, so you may as well just stick around in case someone fails us. No, I'm kidding. You haven't failed me. Right, okay, but excellently done, Team 1. Team 2, assemble. Please, on the YCOM, connect to the internet, talk to the Dynamax lady. You're going to select anything is fine, but we're going to be going for Heatran. Heatran is super duper mega weak to ground type moves, but it's also weak to water and fighting type moves, like the Poliwrath we just used. Will we get another? Let's find out. And chat, here's our fun game. What move do we absolutely never ever getting back together use on a Heatran? What move do we never use? You can write it, you can type it and emoji it, but what type do we never use on a Heatran? Because it just, you will, you know, here's the hint, you will get burned badly if you do. Okay, so let's go 06091632. That's 060916. Oh, sorry, I said. Hang on. Wait, why did I put 2-1? Hang on. Sorry. 06091632. That's what it's supposed to do. 06091632. That's the code. It is actually the thing I said. Invite others. Please do it after I do it. I have messed that up now. So, ooh. On Lara, yeah, I'll do that quickly. I'll do that very quickly. So you're doing Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, right? So that's like 4096. 6. The odds of that happening on Lara are, oh, okay, it's about 20%, if I've got that right. 4095 divided by 4096, and then to the power of 6600, and then times 100. Yeah, I make, oh, okay, that's a bit, I swore last time I said a way lower number, but basically, the odds of you not having a shiny at this point are less than 20%. So basically, if you had 4 other friends who had all done the exact same thing as you, they would have had a shiny by now, is the TLDR of that. Okay, anyway, sorry, I'm holding everyone up, so let's get everyone in. That is the team we said, I believe, because now I'm on my calculator app and not my spreadsheet app. But there we go. Okay, like I said, this is Heatran, so ground, water, and fighting, so I'm going to go for the Golurk. Unfortunately, the rest of these aren't great. Frostmoth is terrible. So if anyone did pick that, they would absolutely need to switch. Beheum is maybe the most okay out of them. I don't even know. Or Drapion. No, actually, no, it is Drapion because it has Crunch, doesn't it? Whelmer's good, though. So there we go. Okay, so we want to switch Sigilyph and Drapion. We could use Sigilyph to get a fighting type, though. But let's see what we've got. Okay, we've got, oh, Doublade. Could we go for Doublade just for the shininess of it? Unless there's, okay, there is a water type on the left. There's a water type on the left. Oh, and there's, oh no. Okay, we have Hitmontop and, oh, but it's Pyukumuku. But there is Hitmontop on the left. So we probably want to go for the Hitmon. Oh no, there's Lantern on the right. We could go for Lantern. Could we go for the Lantern? I'm going to selfishly go to the right because there's the Lantern there. But if we'd have gone to the left for the Hitmontop, I would have understood. The Hitmontop does have like a ground move as well. It's either like Drill Run or Dig. I think it might be Drill Run. Oh yeah, Kevin, you would, yeah, that would have been a waste for you anyway. So that's the thing I was. Oh, does the Sigilyph have Rain Dance? I didn't know that it has that. Or I didn't see that it has that. So I really need to do better at this whole looking at chat thing. I'm going to Dynamax and Shadow Punch, because that's very powerful, and it means that our physical moves will do more damage. But the reason I thought... The thing about Lantern as well is that it will have more of those yummy resistances. So, or it can set up the rain if it Dynamaxes. Like, that's kind of what I was thinking. Oh, okay. Well, Sigilyph might be okay then. And if we had like Sigilyph and Lantern, that could be a good pairing. So yeah, we probably do want to get rid of the Drapion at the very least, but it's good for now because it's got those super effective lash outs. Yeah, so I just gotta plug my phone back in. This thing, if Drapion had like a higher PP move rather than lash out, it would just be way better, but it's a bit of an annoying Pokemon to get at like the beginning of the Dynamax adventure. Oh crud, it's boosting its defense. But I lowered its defense, so that's okay. Tenchi, you're going to conserve Brine. Okay. Right, Psychic, more like a Psychic. Sorry, I don't have a joke there. Acupressure. Ooh, what boost are we going to get? Is it Evasion? It's always Evasion. Oh, special attack. Okay, well that wasn't great. Tenchi's using Bounce. I thought you were going to go with Dive for some reason, but... okay, I'm going to do a Max Phantasm. Kaboom! And then... we should be... okay, Iron Head. That won't do too much. And then... yeah, that is the annoying thing on Lara. I know sometimes the way I talk about it, it's sort of, you know, it's sort of like, oh, well, I've played it this many times, so I'm owed one soon. And like, you're actually really not. It really is. No, each one has a 1 in 4,096 chance. It's like, but it's just one of those things where it's like, the odds of you, like if you do, you are unlikely to need to do another 6,000 is essentially the point. It doesn't mean that like, so it simultaneously is the thing. It's kind of like Schrodinger's probability, where it's like you're getting closer, but you're also not getting closer. Because technically, you could never get it. The odds of that are almost impossible, or nigh on impossible. Eventually, you will get it, kind of thing. But you know, but in theory, in game theory, you might not. Okay, so. Okay, we all decided to keep our Pokemon. Okay, so we've got Lantern on the right, and then the Porygon. Oh, and there is a Scientist, but she's a scammer. Stay away from her. So let's see what we've got. That looks like a Ferrothorn. And then there's like a couple of fairies. We probably don't want the fairies. Oh no, wait, sorry, it's a Matang. Matang. I was like, is Ferrothorn even in this mode? Ooh, okay. So yeah, we could do Drapion for Lantern. And then we could just pick whatever Pokemon gives us the best, like, berry or backpacker or whatever. Because I don't think any of the Pokemon had a good... I don't think any of the other Pokemon ahead were, like, good for switching. So maybe we should go based on item. Is there just not Ferrothorn in this mode? Dang. That would be a good one to get as a shiny. Plus, I need a shiny Ferrothorn. Almost switched by accident, Scarch. I know, right? I know. I was almost... because like, you sort of... I don't know. Like, we kind of... again, it isn't helpful that I'm like, right, in a minute we have to switch, but not right now. But in a minute we have to switch, but not right now. But in a minute we have to... like, you know... okay, right. I'm going to use Scorching Sands. Hopefully this thing doesn't attack me, because I am very weak to this. But we'll see how it goes. Wilma has Brine... wait, it doesn't have Dive? Who am I thinking of that has, like, Dive and Brine? Is it Celio? How many brines does it have? Does it have like 10? Because if it had like 10, I don't think you need to preserve it if it has 10, but... just because like we are now going against the Lantern, which you wouldn't be using it for anyway, and then on the last round you may not need it or whatever, but... I would say generally when you're getting towards like a final Pokemon, you want to have like... Ooh, I'd say at least like 3 or 4 PP of a move, but preferably like 5 or 6. It kind of just depends on how many PP it had in the first place. Lantern's using Hydro Pump. Go Luck dodged it even though it's slow. Okay. It's brine time. I like it. I like it. We're gonna fish this lantern in. I'm really reeling it. And then okay. This is the thing as well. It depends on what the legendary. On Larry, you make a good point. It depends on what the legendary is because of whether they have pressure or not. Against a Heatran, you can have like 5 PP of a move against a Heatran. If you're against Dialga, you definitely wanna have like 5. Because if you have like 4 PP, that's basically like 2 moves. Whereas if you have like 5 PP, it's like 3 moves. And Brine and Dive is Celia. Okay, sorry I did mistake that on Wailmer. I forgot that, yeah, it doesn't have the move. You can't take the puns. More like you can't take the fun. No, I'm sorry. Okay, so there we go. Excellent work, Team 2. We're going to get our Lantern. Drapion, switch for this. And then we'll try and figure out what one to use. So there was like a Clefairy could be good to go against just because like it's probably quite weak and easy. I think was the other fairy type like a Klefki? Klefki's actually quite annoying because it has like light screen and reflect or whatever, so that might be a bit awkward. And it's not really useful against Heatran. So yeah, we definitely want the Lantern for Drapion. And then Sigalith could set up. Well, we'll see who gets the Dynamax, and then it just depends. Sigalith may use Rain Dance or whatever. But anyway, Bark, here we go. Actually, no, I guess either way, Sigalith probably wants to just like use the Rain Dance right away, unless Lantern's faster than Sigalith, and it gets to Dynamax. Okay, we got Backpackers to the left and to the right. So, what was the fairy on the left? We got Metang. We probably don't want to face Metang. Just because it is a bit tougher. Why even is that? It's like little and... Is it just... Okay, I didn't even press the button. Oh, Comfey! Right. Oh, that's so weird because it looks so, like, it looks sort of tall and skinny, but yeah, no, that makes total sense. I'm going to go with Expert Belt just because that means my Scorching Sand will do more. Okay, Comfey's not that great. Did I say Clefairy? It might be a Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff's rubbish as well, though, so it's fine. Admittedly, I only looked at it in the previous round. I didn't even look at it at all this round. I was just looking at Metang and the Comfey and trying to figure out the Comfey. Oh, no, it is Clefairy. Clefairy! Okay. So if you got a Dynamax, use it. I'm going to Shadow Punch, because that is my best move here. And I have the Iron Fist ability, so that means my Shadow Punch is stronger. Oh, does Friend Guard... Okay, does Friend Guard prevent against, like... Does Friend Guard prevent against, like, spread moves, or... Oh, Jade's here. Hi! Welcome. I kind of figure what Friend Guard does, like, specifically, because there are other abilities that can kind of... Okay. Ooh, Max Steel Spike. Wait, what steel move does the Sigalith have? I don't even know what steel move a Sigalith can have in the first place. I was so confused. Okay, nice. That's a good hit. And then there's the Brine. Oh man, that if we'd only done a little bit more damage, that Brine would have done way more. But that's okay. Okay, ooh, it's using Max Flare. Ooh. No, it's fine. Oh, Flash Cannon? Yeah, maybe. It is fun. I don't think I knew it knew that. I mean, I know it does have quite a big move pool Sigilyph, like it gets like Energy Ball and stuff like that, but still. Okay. The sun is up, so stay away from water moves, I guess. Oh, is it Steel Wing? Oh, Steel Wing could make more sense, yeah. Yeah, probably so. Yeah, Steel Wing could make sense. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to delete an email I got, because otherwise every time I see it in my notifications, it will bother me. I hate when you like have an email notification and then every time you look at your phone you're like, oh, I have an email, and then you're like, oh wait, it's that one I keep ignoring, and then you're like, okay. Whimsicott can learn Psychic. That makes sense to me though, because it's a fairy, so like if fairies learn Psychic moves and Psychics learn fairy moves, then that kind of makes sense to me for whatever reason. Okay. Oh, I didn't say this last time. Like the video if you haven't already. Anyway, so I think we're good here though, because Clefairy can't really do anything to the Heat. This is Heatran, isn't it? Compared to everything else we've got. So I forget who's going to be able to Dynamax here. I lost track of turns and everything. I can't remember. And then we'll talk about the schedule and stuff in a second as well. Oh, but I'll say a quick thing. One of the things that was on my list. So, I've talked before about how I feel like there's a difference between Pokemon fans and Nintendo fans. And there are sort of, and the TLDR is basically, there are people where they're Nintendo fans, they'll like occasionally play Pokemon, or they'll kind of get the new generation, and then they'll kind of just like inevitably like whinge about it and stuff like that. And these are people who just, they fundamentally kind of like don't really like Pokemon, and I don't mean they dislike it, but what I mean is like, it's sort of like, have you ever like had something like a person or a food or a movie or a TV show, and you've kind of like given it a good go, but you just don't really like it, and the thing you say about it is you're like, look, I've tried it, but it's just not really for me. Like I've like talked to that person a few times. I'm just not really keen on them. I've tried to get into that television show, but like it wasn't for me. I've tried to eat that. I've tried eating that food a bunch of times, but I just don't really like it. We've all kind of had that, and that's normally the thing we say. But with Pokemon, there's this very weird thing about it, where people play so you get these people who play the games, they don't really like it in that same way. But instead of saying, you know what, I don't really think Pokemon's for me, they sort of go, oh, Pokemon's like bad now, it's terrible, like they need to make it like Pokemon Red and Blue and all this other stuff. And that's kind of like my take on, so when I say about like Pokemon fans and Nintendo fans, that's the thing I'm saying. So that's kind of that. But so I kind of just have this, and I get fed up of hearing like, you know, these like sort of Nintendo fans. I never really hear people like PokeTubers like super duper complain about a lot of the modern Pokemon games. They kind of look at the positives more, and there are things they enjoy and stuff like that. Obviously, you know, you can say stuff like Scarlet and Violet is very laggy and buggy or whatever, but like, you know, whereas other people just make it sound like like Pokemon Sword are just like the most terrible, like bad games ever and whatever, and it's just like, no, Pokemon Sword and Shield are really good, and you know, I get if like you don't think they're the best, but they're not like bad games by any means. Like this mode is fantastic. I know it's part of the DLC, but still. But anyway, dang it! Why did you have to go Lurk? But anyway, I trust you guys can finish this though. I believe in you. But anyway, there was like an article from Nintendo Life the other day. It was one of their like soapbox articles where like someone just kind of writes like an opinionated piece. It's an opinion piece rather than like a news piece. And basically the headline was, I did like sort of like skim through the article as well, somewhere between skimming it and reading it fully. Right, 2, 4, 6, 8. Will this cheer be feeble or great? Oh, I messed that up. But you know what I mean. I healed you guys, so yay. Oh, okay, that's actually helpful, because we were kind of close there to some knockouts. Oh, it is Flash Cannon. Nice. Okay, that's actually better than Steel Wing. We got the Confusion. Metal Sound. Okay, that kind of sucks. But so they had one of their like opinion pieces the other day, and basically it said Pokemon needs to like, instead of like adding new creatures, they need to like work on or update old ones. Now, presumably, like a lot of you guys in here are going to be quite Pokemon-y fans. You've bought the DLC for this game and are playing along with me. You're playing a 5-year-old game, or playing like a mode like that's 4 years old, that's part of a DLC 4 years later, whilst the next generation of Pokemon's already out. So you guys probably like and know your Pokemon. You guys have been very good allies. Stars and Sparkles, Sparkles and Stars, by the way. Stars and Sparkles, Sparkles and Stars, get them in now. And also, like the video if you haven't. Please click like on the video. It really helps out the channel. We were like 2 subscribers away from 2,700. Please tell your friends. Post in Discord. Okay. But they posted this thing about, you know, oh, they need to keep not adding like loads of new Pokemon. They need to like reinvent old ones. And it's like, my dude. And luckily a load of people in the comments like had put this as well, so I was like really proud of, you know, clearly there were some Pokemon fans who followed Nintendo Life as well. And I love Nintendo Life, so this isn't me saying like Nintendo Life are bad. This was just, they had this weird soapbox. It's why opinion pieces on news sites are kind of a bit of a silly thing. Just report news and do it quite like objectively and stick to that. You know, if you want to have like games opinion sites, make them something different. Make them something different and separate and whatever. But anyway, same with like mainstream media, corporate news media, blah blah blah. But that's a whole other topic. But basically, a load of people kind of pointed out the immediate thing I thought, that like, bruh, since like Pokemon X and Y, that's literally what they've been doing. Pokemon X and Y only introduced like 73 new Pokemon because they had a load of Mega Evolutions, and most of the Mega Evolution, and like all of the Mega Evolutions were like old Pokemon, specifically like Gen 1 Pokemon. And then we got Z moves, and a load of Pokemon had custom Z moves. And what ones had like the most custom Z moves? Kanto Pokemon. And then we had like Dynamax and Gigantamax, and you know what Pokemon, like apart from new ones, had like G-Max forms? Gen 1, an old Pokemon. The other thing, in addition to Z moves, that we've also had, do you know what we've also had? Since Generation 7, not just the Z moves, we've had regional variants, which, guess what, are ways of reworking and retuning old Pokemon. They've also just been updating the stats and adding abilities to, say it with me, old Pokemon. Like, Pelipper didn't always used to have Drizzle, but now it does, and it's actually, like, more competitively viable. Like, so there's just all this stuff. I was like, what a dumb take. Like, I couldn't believe it. And then Onlera has put regional forms. So it's just one of these things where they've, like, constantly, like, they haven't shut up about updating old forms. And like, and basically ever since Gen 6, we haven't really had a whole lot of new Pokemon added each generation, like compared to old games. Like Black and White, like introduced like 130 or like 150 new Pokemon. Now we maybe get like 100 if we're lucky. So, you know, it's pretty, you know, it's just pretty wild. So it just like, you know, that's the thing. The Poketubers are the people who are still, and that's the thing as well. Zam, exactly. Like, there are like quite a lot of Pokemon streamers, and they're basically like Pokemon fans still play this mode, but like Nintendo fans probably never gave this mode a try in the first place. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of the difference. So anyway, let's do our patented double shiny check. It was 72. It wasn't even 73. Oh my gosh. So anyway, Buck, let's do our patented double check. We didn't get the blood red Doublade. We didn't get purple Lantern. We didn't get green-eared Clefairy. But will we get the magnificent magenta-eyed Heatran? No, we did not. Oh, the humanity. What the heck? But let's do the pattern double check. We check the Galar symbol. No sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, and no sparkles there. Okay. So, Doublade, Lantern, Clefairy, Heatran. I don't know which one of these to pick. I feel like I've picked Doublade multiple times. I maybe haven't picked Clefairy before. So I might just go with Clefairy, because this is probably one of the few times we're going to have a Clefairy. Right, like, whereas Lantern, we're going to be using Lantern for, like, lots of, you know... Like when we come up against, like, Moltres, we're going to be using Lantern and all kinds of stuff. Okay, so... let's check. Plus Megas, Carlos has exactly 100. Oh, that's interesting. But see, that's what I mean. Like, it's a bit of a shame, because now, like, Carlos just hasn't really left much of an impact in terms of, like, long-term sort of stuff for Pokemon. But okay, so chat, here is my question for you. If you have not played any Dynamax Adventures yet today, and you've joined the chat, could you please write strike and then the number 0? If you are still around and you have played today, could you write strike and then 1? Because everyone's played at least once, no one's played twice. But yeah, could we, Wow, Zam, you've put 2.1 thousand hours in Sword Shield and then 860 in SV combined. That's fantastic. But that's what I mean. Like, where's that longevity in the old games? There's kind of... Emerald and Platinum had the Battle Frontier, you know, like... But, you know... But anyway, but they didn't have, like, you know, a new event every month or whatever, like we do now. But again, the Nintendo fans don't get that. The Pokemon fans do, because they're the ones playing in all the events. Like, oh, let's do 7-star Incineroar. I hope everyone got their Incineroar. Let's do 7-star Incineroar. But, you know, like, Nintendo fans don't even know that's going on, because they don't care. They just play a Pokemon game, they beat the Elite Four, and then they moan about the game, and that's it, you know. So that's my hot take. Sorry, Nintendo fans, but yeah. So let's see. We've got Kieran and Skywatcher and Onlara and Cramorant. Okay. Out of those of you who have put strike, is there anyone who does not need to do Solgaleo? Like, you've got shiny Solgaleo, or you've already caught Solgaleo in your game? Let me know. Oh, Tenchi, what moves does your Alcremie have? Do you know how the Incineroar works? Because it's very tough. I will just say that. It's one of the toughest ones to beat if you don't have an interesting fudge for it. So, okay, Cramorant doesn't need the Solgaleo. Oh, but Cramorant, do you need Lunala? Papa Wolf approved. Let's see. Oh, so Cramorant, you do need Lunala. Okay, so Cramorant, why don't you do you want to, like, wait around for the next one, and then we could do... I know we have Onlara and Skywatcher, and then they'll have to do, like, another one for the Lunala. Well, unless Cramorant has a Lunala ticket, but we'll maybe get, like, Skywatcher or Onlara for the final one, for the, like, Lunala ticket or whatever, and then we'll figure this out. But why don't we, for team number 3, why don't we have Onlara, Kieran, and Skywatcher, and then Onlara, Kieran, Skywatcher, and then we'll figure out who's in, and then Cramorant, I'm going to put you in the team 4, and then we'll figure this out. Maybe someone new will have come along by then, or whatever. We'll figure this out. We'll figure this out. Okay. So Team 3, could you please check you are connected to the internet, talk to the lovely Dynamax Adventure lady, yeah, I don't know how many people we have. We don't seem to have a whole load of people available to actually play at the minute, so, but yeah, you guys are going to select anything is fine. I'm going to select Solgaleo, and then we're going to get right into things. And then I just saw we actually just had a drop-off of viewers, which I was like, oh no. Right, 0609 0500. That's going to be our code. Connect to the internet, 0609 0500 on the pink screen. And then, come get your Solgaleo. If you're on Team 3, which is on Lara, Kieran, and Skywatcher. And then we'll figure out what to do for Lunala. No one seems to be connecting, so I may need to... Oh, no, okay. Okay, no, everyone's connecting now. I was going to say, otherwise we'll do the 2-minute rule. But no, everyone's here. Okay, let's get through this quickly, and then we'll go do... the Lunala, and then that'll all be good. Okay. So, we want Ground, Fire, Ghost, and Dark. So I'm going to go with Nidoqueen, because that's pretty good. The rest of these aren't, which is a shame. So I guess just pick whatever you think can help us get the things that we need. Slowking has a lot of resistances. Slowking resists Solgaleo. Oh, and Stunfisk has a ground move. Okay, that'll do. That'll work. Okay. So, okay, we've got Exploud and Malamar. Malamar was how I beat Incineroar. Maybe I'll get into that in a second. I want to see if Tenchi said anything. I didn't get to see if Tenchi said anything. Let's just check. Okay, okay, there's Vaporeon, Butterfree, Ninjask, Sharpedo. Sharpedo could be good on the left. Oh, and then there's a Jellicent at the end. Jellicent I don't think has a ghost move, but it could still be good in terms of resistances and stuff. So should we go for the Exploud on the left? I don't have a shiny of Exploud. Okay, we went for the Malamar. Nidoqueen is weak to Psychic, though. I know, but I don't know how many choices we're going to have or anything. So... And I actually don't really know what choices there were on the right now. Well, Malamar has, like, Foul Play, which could be useful. The only thing to be careful with Malamar is it does have the Contrary ability, so we have to be very careful when using our Dynamax moves. So, for example, I would want to use Max, like, Phantasm here to lower its defense, but that will actually increase its defense. So I'm going to use Max Quake to boost our special defense. So you have to be... And if we have Malamar as an ally, because this is the other thing about Malamar as well, it's a very awkward ally to have because of those Dynamax moves. Because as an opponent, we have to use moves that help our team. And as an ally, we have to use moves that hinder the opponent. But for Solgaleo, that's not a good strategy because its ability means that, yeah, so you see, Struggle Bug just boosted its special attack there. So that's why you want to be careful with Malamar. But yeah, so the thing with Malamar, so the thing with Solgaleo is Solgaleo, ooh, okay. The Stunfisk is bulky, so that's fine. But the thing with Solgaleo is, because of its ability, we can't lower any of its stats. So if we use a max move to lower its stats, okay, if we use this could increase its defense. Yep, there it is. There it is. This will be interesting. This will be interesting. So yeah, so for Solgaleo, we can't use any max moves to lower its stats, but if we have a Malamar on our side, we can't use any moves to increase our stats, because they'll make Malamar weaker. So it's a very funny Pokemon to use. It's great to use against Incineroar, though, because what you do is you just skill swap on turn 1, provided you don't get taunted. If you get taunted, you're screwed, you have to restart again. But if you don't get taunted by the Incineroar, you use skill swap on it, and then you switch your Contrary for its Intimidate. Now, you will give it a boost to its attack when you do that, ironically, but what then happens is it just, like, by default likes to use Bulk Up a bunch, so it will use Bulk Up to increase its stats, but actually it will make itself weaker. But what you then need to do is you need to use, like, Superpower a couple of times. And if you use Superpower a couple of times, you will then make yourself weaker, allow yourself to get KO'd, and then once you're KO'd and you come back into the battle, you will get your own Contrary ability back, and then once you're back in the battle, the Incineroar will have Contrary, but then you will have Contrary, and once you have Contrary, you can use Superpower again and again and again, like limitless, because you want to use it only once or twice when you have the Intimidate ability, but once you have Contrary again, you then... once you have Contrary again, you can then just go nuts with Superpower, and then you just boost your attack and defense. If you Terra into a fighting type, it's really good. And then, yeah, and then it's just quite a straightforward, easy win. So it's really good. Let's see. Xander. No, this is a thing that genuinely happened. Xander just like put this joke, but it's also slash recalling a thing that happened. So it does have the Night Slash, so we could switch for it and have the Night Slash, but just be wary of the Contrary. So probably want Orbeetle switch. So I'm gonna say I'm good without it, but I'd say maybe Orbeetle would maybe do well to switch for it, just because I mean, it is a dark type. We just need to be careful with our max moves, and then once we're up against the Solgaleo, we'll just need to be careful. Okay, there's Vaporeon. I mean, I guess Vaporeon's the way to go here. The Sharpedo would have been really nice, and the Jellicent. But let's see what we've got. There's some kind of... is that like Mienfoo or Mienshao, or is that Medicham? No, Mienshao or whatever. And then there's like Porygon. Porygon does have Foul Play. Like, that could work. Just depends on what we've got. Yeah, unfortunately, the only move that Malamar has to abuse the Contrary ability is Superpower. Like, it doesn't get, like, Leaf Storm or Overheat or anything. It's a shame there's not some kind of Dark-type move that can do it, but oh well. I'm going to go with a Scorching Sands, because I want to get a burn on it. But I probably am about to get KO'd here. And probably so is the Stunfisk, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to see what Tenchi said about the Alcremie. Because did Tenchi say any more about the Alcremie? I want to know what Tenchi's plan with the Alcremie was. Like, what moves were you planning to use? Oh, I can't find the message anymore. I'm sure Tenchi said about... Oh yeah, you'll do it tonight. You have an Alcremie built for it. Yeah, let me know your Alcremie build. I'm interested in what that is. Cramorant, thank you so much for joining. I super duper appreciate it. Like and subscribe for anyone else who's leaving. But okay, there's the Charm. Oh yeah, Lurantis gets Leaf Storm, so that's kind of nifty. Did the Malamar have Thunderbolt, or am I dreaming that? If it has Thunderbolt, maybe just like... Oh, hang on, what's it doing? What's it doing? Oh, sorry, Slowking did that. I didn't pay attention there. I was thinking of the Malamar, and I was looking at chat. Okay. Scorching Sands. Actually, no, I kind of want to be careful with Scorching Sands. No, I'll go with the Scorching Sands. It's fine. Oh, it's a support set. Oh, are you going to, like, go online and play with, like, randos, and then, like, you'll be the support, and then... Just watch out for Iron Head, because it does have Iron Head. It's kind of prepared for fairies. It's a prepare for a fairy. Oh, that's okay, Skywatcher. Yeah, I kind of forget about all the different effects the terrains have as well. I know I've kind of said that before, but Electric I know prevents sleep. Psychic prevents priority moves. I think Fairy is like the worst of them because it doesn't... Fairy is like the worst of them because I'm not really sure what it blocks. I think it does block something, but I just can't really remember what. And then Grass. The Grass terrain does weaken... It's like Earthquake. I can't remember if it's anything more than Earthquake, or if it's... I don't think it's all ground moves. I think it is just Earthquake specifically. So I think, like, Earth Power's fine, but, like, Earthquake is, like, weakened by the Grass terrain. And obviously Grass terrain, like, heals you every time. Fairy makes status effects not work. Oh yeah, that's it. Because I was gonna say we actually did see Fairy in action the other day, but I just couldn't remember what it did. Oh, that's actually pretty useful. I saw someone say Fairy wasn't useful. That's actually like really useful. Because it's like that's basically like safeguard for everyone. Oh, the future sight! Oh, who could have seen that coming? Well, all of us, but yeah. So Zam, psychic blocks priority, electric prevents sleep, grass lowers power of spread ground moves. See, that's so specific. Like what? Precipice blades and earthquake, like, and then Fairy negates secondary effects. Well, hang on. Does that mean all status effects or just secondary effects? No, I think we saw Fairy in effect the other day, so that must mean like just like status effects. But yeah, future sight for the win. Dang. Well done, everyone. Okay, so we are okay. And the grass also heals, yeah. The aforementioned grass does also heal. Oh yeah, and Fairy, yeah, that's it. Fairy halves dragon damage. Yes, that's true. But see, that's what I mean. There are all these like little, like, oh, it does this, but it also does this thing. But you know, it's like, oh, well, yeah, I know. Like with the grass, I know about the healing. That's the main thing I think of. Okay, so we've got, yeah, that's like Mian Xiao, but then we've got some berries this way, and the Porygon. Porygon could be quite good just because of foul play. So I'm gonna pick the Porygon. I don't know if I want to switch for the Porygon just because of I am weak to psychic moves and Porygon, but then again, Porygon maybe could get. Let me know if you think I should switch to this Porygon or not, because I actually genuinely don't know. I don't know whether I should go with a stab super effective Scorching Sands that can burn, but I would also be super susceptible to all psychic moves. But then there's Porygon, who probably has enough bulk to survive a hit from a Solgaleo, but then as well it does have foul play. So yeah, let me know, because I genuinely don't know. Maybe it also depends on how much health I have. I am running out of max Quakes as well. Oh, Kevin's back. What? Oh yeah, and then also all of them do boost. That's the thing I was thinking about Fairy, because that's why I knew Fairy was like, see, I knew Fairy was like the sort of why people would say it's like not as good, because it doesn't boost the Fairy move, whereas all the others it does boost their moves. Because that's why like Grassy Glide Rillaboom is so dangerous, because it's like it gets priority and it gets powered up and it gets stab, so it's actually like a very powerful priority move, even with it being nerfed in Scarlet and Violet. Okay. So yeah, here's the Max Quake. So this will just help, you know, protect us from some of those special moves it has, because it does have Bolt Beam, so this could do some damage to us. Okay, here's the Max Hailstorm. That's probably using it against me, or Stunfisk. Oh, okay, but Stunfisk took it like a boss because of those Earth powers. Because hang on, okay. So Malamar is pretty good because of Night Slash. Slowking has like a lot of resistances, and then Stunfisk has a super effective move and is just quite bulky. So I think I think so. I think you guys are all good. I would say I'm definitely the one to switch if anyone does switch. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe you're going to be the one that saves me. And after all. No, but I think after all that, though, it might be good if... This could just be good to, like, get, like, a bit of a... Although we are going to get the... Oh, no, we already got berries, didn't we? But yeah, this might be a good way for me to heal and to just have something where I don't have anything I'm, like, super effective that I'm weak to. So, yeah. Okay. Let me check my notes, and I do. Oh, that was weird. I thought I saw the wrong time listed somewhere. So, I could save my other talking points for another time, but yeah, so anyway, so yeah, old Pokemon should be reworked instead of adding loads of new ones, and it's like, yeah, that's what they've been doing for like, I mean, that's like X and Y are like in a couple of weeks they're going to be 11 years old. Like what? I'm going to use a Max Ooze here because I don't want to use another Max Quake. Actually, I forgot I'm a poison type, so actually I probably should have been using Max Ooze the whole time, but oh well. Oh wait, because the Malamar. Expanding Force! And Thunderbolt. Okay, so anyway. Right, always catch everything. You don't have to keep them, but always catch them. Ash catch them. Yeah, exactly, Kevin. But yeah, sorry. But yeah, Kevin, you might, if you're interested, I talked about an article that I read earlier this week. It was quite it was quite an interesting discussion between myself and chat about this like article, and it was kind of quite flawed and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I'm switching. I didn't need to worry about PP. Yeah, I think I definitely am going to switch. Again, I know the Slowbro doesn't have like a whole load of super effective moves, but nevertheless, I think this way we've either got good resistances or like no good resistances, no weaknesses, and super effective moves. I think we've got a good thing going here. We do need to be careful of the Malamar. I don't know who can Dynamax here. We will need to be careful of the Malamar and whatever goes on with it. But yeah. Now, a Max Quake actually wouldn't be too bad because it's unlikely to use a fire move on Malamar, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, special attack raise, okay. But so Max Quake would be absolutely fine, I think, for Malamar. The other ones are a bit more iffy. But like setting up Rain could be kind of interesting. But we'll see how this goes. Or like a Max Dark move. Max Dark would be good, obviously. Oh, it is Malamar. Okay, so yeah, if Malamar like Max Dark moves, this is fine. This is fine. We won't get the benefit of the special defense drop on Solgaleo, but like, that's fine. That's fine. So. Oh, hang on. I have another email. Oh, okay, that's fine. But I am gonna just quickly delete this email so that I can not get distracted by it. Oh, hang on, what? It Noble Roared. Ow! Why couldn't it have done that on Malamar? That would have been hilarious. Okay, here's the Malamar. Malamar. Okay. Foul play. Earth power. Oh, earth power. Earth power. Oh, just heads up, that Future Sight probably isn't going to do very much damage, because isn't it from, like, Gen 7 onwards or something? I can't remember what generation, but basically doesn't Future Sight, like, because Future Sight used to be, like, a typeless move, but now, isn't it, like, I think at this point in time, like, by Sword and Shield, it is, like, a type move, and it's, like, Solgaleo is, like, ×4 resistant to psychic moves, so Future Sight isn't going to do very much damage to it. Oh, okay, Electric Terrain. Okay. But if we use our dark move, like, I think Slowpoke's got, like, a water move. If we use dark moves, ground moves, and then if Slowking just uses its water move, I think that should be cool after that. Does Razor Shard, Razor Shard, I can't remember if it has a high crit chance or not. Oh, okay, that did quite a lot. Okay. Well, what I mean is that Future Sight has always been a psychic type move, but like in Gen 3, you could use it to KO a Shedinja, whereas like now though, its type is kept into like basically it can do super effective damage now. Like back in the day, it didn't do super effective damage, but it also didn't do not very effective or no damage. Okay, Sunsteel Strike, but Slowking will tank that, that's fine. Okay, here's the Future Sight select. Hang on, let's see how much Yeah. So that's why, because now, see, if you'd have done that in Gen 3, that would have been, like, really cool, and it would have been like, oh, kind of thing. That would have knocked it out, probably. But because of the fact now that it does count as, like, a psychic move and not, like, a typeless move, against a Solgaleo, yeah, it's, like, ×4. Not very effective, unfortunately. But luckily, we're all hanging in there. Okay, it's... Oh, it did on Malamar! It did on Malamar! Yes! Yes! Okay, there's the Night Slash. Thank you for giving us the win there, Solgaleo. I think Solgaleo was the MVP of that battle. And there we go. Stars and sparkles, sparkles and stars. Get those emojis in. Yeah, excellent. Well done, Team 3. Yeah, exactly. Future Sight was a really good way of being able to hit dark types if you were a psychic type in Gen 3. It was how you could, like, KO Shedinja if you were a psychic type and stuff like that. Like, it would be a way of, like, forcing a switch on a Shedinja. So, yeah. Yes, yippee, hi! And you are absolutely right. Very nice. So there we go. So well done, Team 3. Let's do our... Now, I have shinies of all of these except Solgaleo. So let's see how this goes. Malamar would be, like, kind of golden. That's not golden. It's not shiny. Vaporeon would be purple. But it's not purple. It's blue. It's not shiny. Porygon... Now, Porygon would be blue if it's shiny. So, yes, Vaporeon was blue, but will we also have a blue Porygon? No, we don't. But will we get that lovely red Solgaleo? Teresa, hi! And Reiji, hi! Welcome, welcome. Lovely to see you both. And Mean Pro, hi! Okay, so we're on to Solgaleo. So, I do not have a shiny Solgaleo. Will we get a red Solgaleo? Drumroll, please. Brrr. Oh, it's a regular Solgaleo. It's a Solgaleo. But there we go. But this is where we just do our double check. We check the Galar symbol. We check for any sparkles. So no sparkles there, no sparkles there, no sparkles there, and no sparkles there. Oh, the humanity. I actually don't know if I've picked a Vaporeon in these strike streams yet, so I'm going to go for the Vaporeon. And there we go. So chat, here is my question to you. This is my very important question to you, chat. If you have your Nintendo Switch with Sword and Shield and the DLC and the Dynamax Adventures unlocked, the Suicune tutorial done, all that stuff, and you have a Nintendo Switch online subscription, could you please like the video first? Even if you don't have that stuff, like the video as well. Please hit that thumbs up button. I really do super duper mega appreciate it. But additionally, if you are able to play this mode with me right here, right now, we're going to do one more Dynamax Adventure. Is there anyone who has not yet played today who would like to play? If so, could you write strike and then the number 0? If you are able to play, but you have played with me today, put strike and then the number of times you've played. So if you haven't played with me, put strike 0. If you've played with me once, put strike 1. If you played twice, put strike 2, etc., etc. You guys get the idea. But let me know. Oh, is mine a female? I didn't even pay attention. Let's check the old boxes whilst people let me know. We will get probably like on Lara or Skywatcher just because they have the ticket for Lunala, but we'll see how it goes. It was female. Okay, that's pretty nifty. Okay, so Reiji... Okay, Reiji's a 0 and would like to play. And then I'm sorry, Teresa, that sucks that your internet sucks. Okay. So otherwise, what we could do, let me just check our... So we have Cramorant. Hopefully Cramorant is still around. And then we could have... hang on, I'm going to put... Oh, I need to put... Reiji. Reiji. There we go. So there's Reiji. And then, so we could have Cramorant, Reiji, and, like, on Lara. Unless, like, well, I know Onlera and Skywatcher both have tickets. Now, if one of them wasn't going to be around later, but the other one, you know, like if one of them wasn't going to be around later, maybe they could do the extra raid right now. Oh, wait, did Cramorant leave? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. No, I think you're right. Cramorant did leave, right? Well, if Cramorant left, then that means we could add Mean Pro. Yeah. Oh, well, I think I'm not sure if Mean Pro has ever joined us before, so don't worry. But yeah, Mean Pro, let me add you to... Could you just let me know your in-game name, please, Mean Pro? It's no, that's it. Mean Pro hasn't done this before, so don't worry. So Mean Pro, just like in future, don't worry. So what we do is, when like after each round and at the beginning of the stream, when we're checking like who's available, we write strike in capital letters. And then maybe sometimes rewrite like the number of times we've played and stuff like that. So that's what people mean when they're telling you like do it in capital letters. It just means because if I see strike in big capital letters, it just means that I can like single that word out. But don't worry, you're good. Liam, okay. Oh, hang on a sec. I need to. Oh crud! Hang on. Hang on, I messed that up. Spreadsheet. Can you just work, please? Spreadsheet. My dude. Spreadsheet. Right, hang on. Mean Pro Liam. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Yeah, if Cramorant left, then what we'll do is we'll have Ragey, Mean Pro. And then we'll have Onlera. Well, unless Onlera or Skywatcher like isn't available later. But if you're both available later, then we'll just do like Onlera for now, and then Skywatcher could do like a wild card ticket later or something like that. But yeah. But okay, Onlera, you'll be here later. Skywatcher, will you be here later as well? Or because otherwise we could switch out Onlera for Skywatcher, and then Onlera could be our like Lunala person later on. But yeah. Otherwise, though, we'll have Onlera unless like Skywatcher isn't available later or whatever. But here's what we're gonna do. So please make sure you are connected on the Wycom to the internet, and then talk to the lovely scientist lady. And what we're gonna do is, so in about sort of 2.5 hours from now. So, cause, like, currently it's 5:30 p.m. my time. I'm going to be back at, like, 8 p.m. So would you be around between, like, 8 and 10 p.m.? If you're not, then we could get you to do the code. And then Onlera could be our person later on. Sorry, what we're doing at the minute, Mean Pro, is we're going to be joining someone from chat. So, unfortunately, Kayla, yeah, we do have a team... Okay, Onlera, would you be willing to switch out for Skywatcher? Would that be okay? Because, yeah, Skywatcher may not be around later. So if we join... So, okay, here's what we're going to do. So, Mean Pro and Ragey, we're going to join Skywatcher's raid, okay? So Skywatcher is going to put a code in chat, and then we're going to type in that code, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to connect to the Wycom, we're going to talk to the lady, we're going to say anything is fine, Skywatcher is going to say Lunala, and then we're going to save our game, and then once we're on the pink screen, we're going to set up the code with the plus button, and then we're going to wait for Skywatcher to set up a code for Lunala, and we're going to be doing Lunala, okay? Usually I set up the code and I have a bunch of tickets, but this is our like wildcard round where I let the audience, we sort of join in on an audience member's code, if it's something I need. So, yeah, I'm really sorry, Kayla. You literally only missed it by like a few minutes. If you want to be on standby, Kayla, yeah, if you want to be on standby in case, someone doesn't make it, then totally do that. You could totally get your Switch ready in case someone's not around. But yeah. Okay, so we've got 06091667. So okay, there's me and Skywatcher, and then Mean Pro and Ragey, you're going to put 06091667. And Kayla, you can be on standby if you like, if someone doesn't make it. And if you're one of the other two, Ragey and Mean Pro, if you're having issues connecting, please like quit. If you're having issues connecting, please like quit, go back out to the lobby, disconnect and reconnect on your Ycom, and then jump back in, okay? So let me know. Because if you're having issues connecting, if it's just spinning around, just quit, go out, disconnect, reconnect, and then hop back in the Dynamax Adventure again. So yeah. And please make sure you're watching the video live. That's another thing as well. Because otherwise you could be sitting and trying to do it. So, Kayla, if you are on standby, please do give Mean Pro a little bit of extra time. Like, maybe wait until, like, 45 seconds or so. Just to give Mean Pro some time to get in. Mean Pro, is everything okay on your end? And are you on a good, stable Wi-Fi connection? Like, are you at home on a router and stuff like that? Or are you, like, using, like, hotspot Wi-Fi? Because if you're using hotspot Wi-Fi, we have very continuously found that does have issues. So that is a thing that does cause people problems. But let's see. But okay, we are running out of time. We do only have about 45 seconds left. So Kayla, you may want to try and join in now. Because we haven't heard anything from Mean Pro about like trying to get in or anything like that, I don't think. I'm just looking through chat. I haven't seen anything from Mean Pro being like, I'm waiting, I'm a getting. Okay, there's Kayla. So yeah, well done, Kayla, for getting in. Mean Pro, I'm really, really sorry. We did try, we did wait. Again, maybe just there's something weird with your internet. But if you are subscribed, I'm going to be playing later. I'm also going to be playing like on the weekend and on Sunday. So if you're around, we'd love to see you and jump in. Okay, so Dark and Ghost moves are really good here. And then, did we say there was a type that was like good at resisting this or something? I can't remember. Like Dark and Steel types or something. So okay. I'm just gonna go with Salazzle, because I don't really know what else to go with here. Because the thing is, it doesn't have any Psychic type moves. So, oh, Dugtrio does have Sucker Punch, which is kind of interesting. But, if it works, oh man, we really do have like a lack of good Dark type moves here, don't we, though? Oh no, Mean Pro, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, your phone died at the worst. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. So I don't know if you heard, but basically, now that you are subscribed, I do these streams a lot. I'm literally going to be back in a few hours. So even though I just said like, oh, it's my final Dynamax adventure, that's just for now. I'm going to be back in a couple of hours. I'm also going to be around tomorrow and on Sunday and on Monday. So if you see me around, please do feel free to join in. Okay, so we've got a Crawdon and a Sharpedo. Those are both dark, but there is Drapion on the right. So I think the right path is probably better because of the Drapion. And then we've got some other stuff up ahead. But I think the Sharpedo is the way we want to go for now, because there's also the Drapion as well. And then we can kind of take it from there. Okay, awesome. Again, I'm really sorry about your phone. I'm really sorry for that awful timing. But definitely do please come back. We'd love to have you. And if you're in chat, Mean Pro, we'll like bump you up and stuff like that. Like we'll make sure that like, you know, whenever is like the next turn, if you're like, hey, I'm back, we'll be like, right, Mean Pro's gonna be in the next raid. Okay, like we'll definitely get you in. Okay. Kevin, thank you so much for joining. For anyone who does need to leave, please like the video before you go. It does just help tremendously. I'm gonna cross poison. It's not ideal, but oh well. I know. I don't know why things are being a bit laggy. I actually did check my memory before this stream began, and And there wasn't really anything, it was at a good percentage and stuff like that, so I don't know why it's been a bit laggier the last few days, but... I know, the Trevenant has no ghost move. Why doesn't it have Shadow Claw or something? Like, do any Pokemon in this mode have Shadow Claw? Like, because like, of all of them, Trevenant would be great. Like, but anyway. Hang on, I'm going on Cerebi. I'm going on the Cerebi list. I'm going to look this up, because I actually can't recall anything that has Shadow Claw. And this is gonna, hang on, Shadow Claw. Okay, there are 3 things with Shadow Claw. Let's see what they are. We've got, okay, there's Linoon. Linoon has Shadow Claw. Well done. Always catch everything. Oh, and someone does need to switch for this. I don't know who. If we're going against Drapion in a second, we can factor that in. Where's the other Shadow Claw? Where's the other Shadow Claw? Oh, okay. Mimikyu has it. Okay, that's not bad. Mimikyu makes sense. Oh, and then one of the legendaries. Oh, and then it's Blacephalon? That should have Shadow Ball. Why does that... Okay, whatever. Okay, keep in mind we are going against... So do we... Because, I mean, Okay, Amber's going to switch. So, okay, I will happily not switch here. Okay, Kayla's got it. That's cool. That's fine. And then Drapion, Amber can... Or Skywatcher can switch to that. And then what have we got? We've got Piloswine, and then... Oh, there's an Amoonguss. So I don't know which of those is better, but right now we want to do the Drapion for the Dark-type move, for sure. It's a shame. That is a Gourgeist to the right, which is a Ghost type, but I can't remember if it has any Ghost moves or not. Oh, it's saying okay, it might be lagging again in a second. Why is it lagging? Hey, don't complain about the legendaries not being stronger. I mean, fair enough. Like, yeah, that's true. But sorry, hi, Christopher. Sorry, I did see you a second ago. I just didn't get to say hi because we were trying to make sure that Mean Pro could get in, and then unfortunately didn't, and then, yeah. I know that this is going to be bad for Sharpedo, but I am going to use a Max Flare here. I'm very sorry. It's the best thing I've got, and I always advocate for Dynamaxing because of the power of the moves and stuff. So I do apologize. Also, please don't think... I'm not saying this to be mean, Christopher. I'm not throwing any shade at you at all here. I just find this really hilarious. So you said... You've typed my name in twice, and like both times it's wrong, and I just find that really, really funny. I don't know why I find that... I just find that really funny. It's like 2 different ways, but neither one is correct, and I just find that really funny. Okay. So let's see. Oh yeah, so let me just talk about this weekend and streaming. So, yeah. So right now, it's 5:38 p.m. It's 5:38 p.m. in terms of like Pacific Los Angeles time. And then I'll be back at about 8 o'clock tonight. I'll do another bunch of Dynamax Adventures at like 8 o'clock tonight. We'll go for about 2 hours or so. We'll do like the 4 Dynamax Adventures. So we'll do that at 8 o'clock tonight. Okay, so that's like a bit over 2 hours from now. And then what we'll do. So tomorrow is Saturday. On Saturday we'll do the typical like 11 till 3, like the double length 8 Dynamax Adventures or so, maybe a 9th if we're fast. But we'll do the like 11 till 3, okay? And then Sunday there is a like a Phalanx raid event thingy. And I might just go down to like my local park to do that, to see if I can get a shiny Phalanx. So I might just participate in that very briefly, just to see, like I might go down to the end of the street, see if there are any raids. I think because there are like 2 raids I can do at the end of my street, so I might just see if I can do those 2 raids, see if I get a shiny. But then, afterwards though, I can come back and do it. So maybe at like something like 2:45 or 3 p.m. I'll be back. And then we could do... we could do like a full-length stream then. We could do something like 3 till 7 about, or like a bit before 3 o'clock until 7. Something like that. So we could do like between 3 and 4 hour. It might not quite be 8 Dynamax Adventures, but we could try and get as close to it if we're speedy. And then Monday. Here's my thing about Monday. Monday. So Monday I could do a lot of streaming as well, but because Monday is a weekday, I don't know if it's as worth doing it. Like if I did like 2 p.m. till 6 p.m., that might be a bit early in the day for some people if it's like a Monday. So yeah, if yeah, Beartick switching here. Okay, that's good. And then let's just see what we've got. So Piloswine. Okay, it's Piloswine, Amoonguss. Amoonguss is kind of bulky, and there is a backpacker there. But that is super effective. Piloswine's probably the best one. And there are some berries there as well, so I'm just picking Piloswine, but Amoonguss is also fine. These are all fine options, to be honest. Okay, backpacker. Let's see what we got. I guess I'll go with like a Shell Bell. The Amoonguss is kind of bulky. Like I could switch for this and I would have the resistance to the Fairy move. And then I'd be neutral to Ghost and I'd be neutral to no, that's it basically, isn't it? But like so is Salazzle. But I could go for the bulkier like Amoonguss here. That is the thing I was thinking. If the Piloswine does... I can't remember if the Piloswine actually has a ground move, though. Because I think it has rock, fighting, ice, and... I think it has, like, rock, fighting, ice, and something else. I'm not sure if it actually has a ground move. So that's one of the reasons I did think Piloswine. But Amoonguss I could potentially switch for, and it would still have lots of resistances and bulk against Lunala. So that's kind of why I was thinking about it. I'm going to look up Piloswine, though. Because I want to see. I don't think it... Blizzard, Rock Tomb, Ice Shard, Superpower. Yeah, doesn't have a ground move. So against Salazzle, yes, I would be weak to Rock Tomb. But yeah. Ooh, okay, we're going for the Screech. X-Scissor, nice. Oh no, but the effect spore, no! Oh no, well hopefully you wake up before the next battle. Because we actually need Drapion to like be awake before the next battle. Okay. But yeah. Oh, so chat. Oh, crud. I should have asked this earlier. And I should have asked this when more people were watching. Maybe I'll do a poll about this. Okay, I'll do a poll on the community tab about Monday. But here's the thing about Monday. So I could either do, like, a big 2 p.m. till 6 p.m. Or I could do 4 till... Oh, gosh. Or I could do 4 till 6. And then, a bit like today, I could do 4 till 6 and then 8 till 10. But, like... Let me know which one of those is... If you have any preference now, let me know. But I think I'm going to do a community poll about that. Or not, well, not a poll, but, you know, maybe I will do a poll. Maybe I'll, you know, say put it in comments. But let me know which, if those are, like, better for you guys. I mean, I'll see how the stream goes tonight, and then... I feel like night stream... when I last did a night stream, like, a few days ago, I was a bit like, oh, I don't know if many people are watching this. But then loads of people joined later on. So it was a bit wild. Also, I'm going to just quickly 2, 4, 6, 8. Will this chibi feeble or great? I know what it's 2, 4, 6, 8. Is this cheer feeble or great? That's what it should be. But I keep messing up my own chant. Okay. Oh, okay. Ragey Fagy's using Screech. I think we are fine though, because Drapion's like our super duper physical hitter here, and it's like been asleep. Like, I mean, Dugtrio I would say is like one of our best Pokemon in this battle, so I would attack with the Dugtrio. I am gonna Flamethrower here because I'm the best with the super effectives, but we do want to hit this thing before it can do too much more. Well, actually, no, it hasn't really done anything. Never mind. It hasn't really done anything to us. You are avoiding the effect spore this way. So The thing about the 2 till 6 though is because it is a weekday, I do worry if people are like not going to tune in though. If it's between the 2 and the 4 is the problem. Because like right now we have like a really low viewership, so it's like, and this is at like the peak time that I checked with everyone for, and that people sort of like the most and stuff like that. So that's why I do worry a bit that the 2 till 6. But if 2 till 6 is best for you, Skywatcher, that's what. But basically, I want to know what actually is like good for you guys, and not what you think is good, kind of thing. So if you're like, oh yeah, like I can't join in on the night time, like Kevin might be like, oh, I can't join in on the nighttime ones because Kevin usually needs to leave by like a particular time because he's on like the East Coast or whatever. But yeah, so this is for Monday. Okay, do I want to switch for this? I'm actually gonna say no. I'm actually gonna say no. I could have like done like Rage Powder strats or something, but yeah. So this is for Monday, because last Monday when I did a big stream, it was a holiday. So that's why I did 2 till 6 last Monday. But this Monday is not a holiday. So, but I do have enough time to do 2 different streams though. So that's basically why I'm asking. If it was a holiday, I'd just do 2 till 6. But because it is a weekday, that's why I'm like, maybe I should break it up into the 2 different streams. I know that the Drapion probably has its sleep reset, so we kind of like really. Oh, okay. If Doug Trio is next for Dynamax, I don't mind foregoing my Dynamax, so that Doug Trio could use it and get a super effective Dark move. So I'm just going to use Flamethrower here, and then whoever can Dynamax next, like Dynamax, and then use your Dark move, okay? So use your Dark moves here. We'll just see what goes on. Right, Flamethrower. I know I could use like Toxic, and with my Corrosion that could help, but we'll see how this goes. Okay. Oh, Drapion was okay. Oh, whoa, that did a lot of damage. And that wasn't even a crit. It's getting desperate. It's resorted to using generative AI. Oh, there's the Moonblast. Oh, no. Wait. That's unfair. That's unfair. It got the extra turn in, but that means it... So, Sucker Punch didn't work because it didn't have the extra attack, but then it got aggressive after the Sucker Punch, so then it got the attack in. That was unfair. That was unfair. That was unfair. That was mean. 2, 4, 6, 8. Will this cheer be feeble? Oh, is this cheer feeble or great? Well, I've got to stop saying will. Okay, and there we go. But yeah, all offense with Lunala. It definitely wasn't worth me Dynamaxing, but just because we had 3 dark moves, and I didn't really have anything super effective. But anyway, yeah, there we go. That is another Lunala raid down. Stars and Sparkles, Sparkles and Stars in chat. Get those Sparkles and Stars in, and let's see if we can get this. So this is our final one of the stream for now. But I'll be back in 2 hours. Okay, so if you are watching this live, if you've got the red circle in the corner, I'll be back in like 2 hours. Okay, and then we'll do like another 4, and this should all be good. So I have shinies of all of these except for the Lunala. Oh, Kayla. If you are around later, we'll try. It's like in 2 hours. We'll get you in on the first one, okay? Because I'm sort of factoring in how many raids other people have done, like kind of into the next one. So, okay. But you did join us. So, but don't worry. You'll get lots of turns later as well. Because I know you only got to hop onto this one last minute. Okay, so no shinies for Skywatcher. Oh. And no shinies for Kayla. Oh. Okay, so let's do our one final double check for this particular stream. Sharpedo, it would be purple. It's not purple. Drapion would be red. That's not red. Amoonguss would have like a Master Ball design, but that's not a Master Ball. And Lunala. Will I get the red Lunala? That's supposed to be a drum roll. No, it's not shiny. Oh, humanity. But that's okay. But let's just do a quick double check. No Sparkles there, no Sparkles there, no Sparkles there, and no Sparkles there. But I am going to take the Amoonguss. because I don't think I've taken an Amoonguss. We haven't really fought Amoonguss a whole lot. We have a couple of times, but still. Okay. So, oh, hang on. I do have an email. Okay, I have a couple of emails, but nothing crucial. Okay, so I'm going to go deal with these emails. I'm going to feed the stray cats. Oh, yeah. So we won't take the Lunala ticket, because we'll leave the wild card open. Maybe we won't always do Lunala. Maybe we'll do something else. Who knows? That's why it's called a wild card. But for now, thank you all so much for joining. If you are watching, if you have not clicked like on the video yet, please do that now. Last chance to do that. Again, we've had loads of really cool growth and stuff like that, and I'm just really trying to grow this channel. We got really close to like 2,700 subscribers. I don't know if we're quite there yet. I haven't looked. But I'd really love to get to 2,700 before the weekend. And then get to 3,000 by the end of the weekend. Ha ha ha. But kidding, not kidding. But yeah. This past month has been great. I'm just really trying to grow this channel because I am largely out of work. So I'm just really trying to, get the viewer numbers up, get the subscribers up, get the likes up, because it all leads to more ad revenue and stuff like that. It also means maybe you might get more of those people who are in a position where they can do a Wonga and a super chat a bit more often or whatever. No pressure to you guys to do that. If it's, don't do anything beyond your means. But again, that's just what all this growth is about. It's like, hey, if like there's like 100 people watching, it just means you're more likely to get all those other things like the ad revenue and all that other stuff. So yeah, just trying to grow the channel. And like I said, we've had loads of really cool channels like recommend us. I was looking at analytics the other day. I was looking at one of my more popular streams from this past week, and another one of Mikey's videos, M&J TV, recommended these streams. So that was really, really cool. So yeah. Oh, it is at 2.7. Hooray! Excellent. Okay, we did it. So there we go. So there we go. So thank you all so okay, well, 2.7. Yes, what a brilliant way to end the stream. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I will be back in 2 hours. So I'm not sort of super duper not going anywhere, so I'll be back in 2 hours. We'll do more of this. It'll be fun. Maybe we'll do a different wild card, or maybe we'll just do more Lunala well, we'll definitely do one Lunala with Onlara, because we did with Skywatcher instead. So we'll definitely do one with Onlara, but maybe we'll do a different second wild card, because that's how wild we get here at Bovio Games. Okay, 07 everyone, thank you so much. Take care. Have a wonderful 2 hours, and I'll see you in 2 hours. Take care, and bye-bye.